Thought Jalen Ramsey.
I don't know why this shit ain't popping up.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown LA. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup. The Houston
You only in the
Texans
wild card?
and the Los Angeles Chargers.
14-2.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC
14-2 in the wild card.
This fielded at the 2.
We hungry. I got the Chargers. I joined this league late. That was a winning team, though.
Dang, I feel good, King. Though you helped me. You helped me that first game, but that second game, he couldn't do shit.
Yeah. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact.
I wanted to string what he had on.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd.
My defense too cold. Hey, that's an amazing defense, huh?
Play fake. Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good.
Somebody telling him, hey, pull the plug.
First down, Rivers.
They call him the pull the plug.
Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3.
Oh, I said, let's go, Falcons.
Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Yeah, I'm really feeling that.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I need him to play a good game.
Marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense with a long yardage situation.
Yeah, right.
Which usually means
You're a Cowboy fan, King.
They went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup. And guess what? Very short in order to try to pick up a first down.
I had all the momentum going.
The football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
I got to get with the Jags user.
Now Gordon.
Why he traded.
And the second one of the tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through,
if no CFM games, we'll do some follower
games. This will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short.
Follower games tomorrow, so y'all be on the lookout for that. I'll post it on the page. Yeah, see, hold it down. Dallas got it.
Here's Gordon.
If he gets 25 carries.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Matt decided on the blue screen.
A gain of 4 that
it's
time
okay.
as the drive continues.
You and I'll be there in the end, so it's all right.
Already.
What happens? Those restarts, man, they go one way or the other. They never tighten. They just go one way or the other, so it is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah.
12. Always a pleasure when I get to play you, though.
Yeah.
Back to Gordon here on first down.
Hey, he play followers for games and give out prizes and
Go
stuff,
to a
boy.
loss of a yard, and it'll be second
Yup, if you
down.
follow them on Facebook, all you gotta do is follow. And then when he playing games like regular people, he'll be like at your name and you can get a slot and he'll add you into a time slot. And you get prizes and stuff. Oh, you couldn't stream it?
I was streaming,
Right side to Benjamin. And inside
but it ain't popping up on my when I go to my channel on
for
YouTube.
1,000-yard receiver
Yeah.
in the regular
It
season.
ain't popping up
He's
that
got a
I'm
first
live.
down, too.
It's time to run the table, man. Hey, I was on 0-3. I won last week, 43-23. Blew him out. The person he wanted Julio.
Yeah.
And I got Ramsey for Julio, right? Well, Ramsey and Ramsey, Neal for Julio and Chuck. I mean for Chuck and Ramsey. And I gave him, Neal and Julio. Dude, so tell me why this dude kept trying to throw it to Julio. Ramsey had 3 picks on him. And then at the end, man gonna give you one good play. He had got like an 80-yard kick. And then he go try to post with the group. It was 5 catches for 109 yards. It was like, and you said you shut Julio down. I said, dude, Ramsey had 3 picks.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. It's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this.
What time you go to work?
Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit.
Damn,
In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Shit, I'm only gonna play one. I'll probably try to sneak one in tomorrow.
Back now to begin the
Sunday.
second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gordon. It's the Chargers here with a football.
Oh, you off tomorrow though? No, you go to work, and then you going to rest. You driving your truck or you riding with niece?
Niece. Well, I probably drive her car.
One man in the backfield.
That's Gordon. The truck be drinking up gas?
Hell nah, that's just really good on gas.
Oh yeah.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 4 yards.
I'm waiting on these niggas to advance, man, so I'm going to do my training. I like to go and do my training and get that shit out the way.
You got it on go.
Yup.
Some leagues I'm in, I don't even be feeling
Here's
like
Parkey
going.
now, set to kick
I
it
need
away.
to. Does it make a difference?
Here comes Cobb. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Run the table, man.
Got to, trying to make my way to the bowl. Man.
Watson will bring up the Texans here,
Hey,
first and 10.
You the Eagles right now.
22.
Wow,
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in, complete.
This nigga just waiting
Take
on
it
me
down,
to
but
get
not
open.
before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Oh, I got a coach view to play too.
You'll see it all over the place. But what you might see, the offensive line that
Both don't
extra
get
time
smashed.
that allowed for the big completion
49ers don't
downfield.
get
Those
smashed.
guys made that play
I ain't never played this dude. This in this country.
Just got fucking burnt, boy.
DeAndre Hopkins, 48
I gotta play the
yards.
commission this year.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
That was bad.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
I need to go add my trips ISO plays
So a
back in this
tie ball
playbook
game
because I
here
ain't got
as the
them.
kicks away.
Chill, ISO.
Yo.
This will be fielded
Hey, that
on the
nigga
back line
didn't
of
like
the end zone.
DJ Chalk, man. DJ Chalk too.
And all that work he stopped where he ultimately would
let
have
me
been, and
read
he's simply
these
taken
numbers,
a
son.
knee,
This
and that's
nigga
the
numbers.
25-yard
This
line.
card crazy.
And now out on the field, here
This
comes
nigga
Los
is 90.
Angeles.
He's 6'4",
That
right?
last drive, it was a great mix. Run,
94
pass,
speed,
run, pass.
94 acceleration,
Defense on their
96
toes.
jumping.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run
So I
pass
just
mix
throw
and
it up.
everything's
I
working,
just throw it
that
up, man,
means that they're
and he
guessing
come
wrong
down
every
with it.
time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa.
Kevin,
Continue
look.
that, and when they finally draw a beat
Kevin
on
really,
you,
6'1".
maybe mix it up a little bit with play
93
action and throw the
speed,
ball.
95 overall, 96 catch, 95 catching track, 83 jumping. That's why I traded Julio. Cause I was like, man, Kevin really gonna be cold, and then especially if you give me Chuck, I don't need Julio.
Losing yardage back at the 42.
And then this dude named Vincent Smith, he was on the Texans. Man, they weren't using him right. Look, he's 93 speed, 94 acceleration, 93 jumping. King, he's 6'3".
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't
I put a superstar on.
stick to the running game on the
Ain't no defensive back gonna jump with my receivers. Then I got some new at tight end.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. 56
He was 86 speed.
And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective,
I don't know how, but I got a tight end in the Juggernaut League.
Alright, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there?
I got a tight end that's 88 speed, but wait, what's his last name? It's a long last name?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
Man, I got a tough roll game against the coach. He said we could play tonight.
You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
I made that man get up 24-0. I'm done.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 5.
I was trying to get him to clear it out.
Everyone's got to be able to
catch the ball.
Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Out of the gun, Watson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Come back.
Hey. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
I just found Donnell Pumper. He got one job. You know what that job is, man.
Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Yes, sir.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
He got one job.
5'8" nigga, huh?
Yep.
As the punt team now as this one set away.
I'm going to boost his can.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start.
Yeah, he's straight. Because I like to have just a return specialist on my team. So, like, I ain't got to worry about one from the first drive spot. My running back already being tired. And
get only a couple up to the 22. 2 minutes to play here.
Most of the hype, but man, he ain't got no move.
More AFC playoff action after this timeout. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Delta!
Rivers now on second down. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it's the only play.
I got to go to work.
Got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another day.
Now Rivers. He'll rifle this one deep right. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down.
They talk to him, man. They be scared of him, man. Fuck.
A big 30-yard play on third. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Wow.
And be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's going to bunt on the outside.
That's caught at the 25. And he's finally taken down, but not before he reaches the 14. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one.
Hey, another adjustment I had to make on that nigga, though. I had to make them niggas go by speed. But look, you know, Oliver, you know, he started off at 88 speed, right? Yeah. So I put my superstar on. He a 91 right now. Guess what he is? 93 speed, 98 zone coverage.
That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner.
I need to put him in safety
and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
What year is
it? Second year.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
He'll get it up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Richmond. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out here in the I. They'll run. It's Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, as the 1st half is winding down. And the Texans are
ready to play, man. Fuck. These niggas hot.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Whoa. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report.
Nah, it's really not. I ain't been playing the game in a minute. I ain't played the game in a minute.
One and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides
because I had you on pause.
Offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively.
You're not one of my flips. You don't be wanting to throw it in.
Change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Oh, well, just hand it to me then. You ain't got to throw it back.
Underneath for Miller. Rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside.
Because it could change my life, and I'm not trying to be it too.
33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside.
You ever heard of a 14-day free trial? They let you try it out before you buy it, right? I need a 14-day free trial.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Nah.
5 on the play, and it'll bring
after,
up I know.
Down. After the first trial, yeah, I need my free trial.
But I'm saying like 1 day, didn't it?
Watson looks to
1 day.
And incomplete there. A nice hit.
I got it. I ain't talking about
that. Up third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
You said 1 day. What you talking about 1 day? Yeah, I said like a 14-day free trial.
It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, 4th coming.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Oh, my headache.
Wow.
You got a sign of infection?
It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this third.
I said you got a sign of infection?
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Yup, if you let me stay tonight.
You can put them on my board.
Hell no.
Why not?
Because I don't now let your mama throw on that thing here.
A big play there by Gordon. 43 yards on the ground. Well, this game's right for the taking.
I like the sound of it.
He wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what you're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
They go play action here on first down. That is caught. It's Benjamin.
She was younger.
Touchdown.
Yeah, she's like if I didn't know her, I would
Benjamin, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And this one through the upper right.
No. Like, you would not be able to handle it.
Put me on, then.
Right up.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away.
Show you?
Yeah, show me.
How?
You don't got no pictures of your mama?
And now out comes Houston. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
She got that ass like, not like you, but like you.
You're giving yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post.
A little bit better than you.
Panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Huh?
On first and 10, Watson.
Her is bigger.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
And she 47. That means he ain't got to pull out.
Second down. You got a young quarterback.
She,
maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
He gets it over the middle to Cobb. The 20, 10, touchdown, Houston.
You gave a pick six up?
Randall Cobb, 75 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
I heard you the first time.
He's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, someone went very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
I need to go to a lab.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10
I
at the
don't
40.
see no booty pictures of her. But you can see all the
Play action now, Rivers.
Hey, King.
Throw left side,
King.
complete. That's Henry.
I'm out.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing the line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd down, Rivers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of...
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Chargers are going to take the lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 1st down, Watson dancing to his left. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Chargers on 3rd down can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That good for 19 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing, Rivers.
But he was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Henry. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. Watson to Hopkins for a huge hookup. 65 yards. Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Randall Cobb with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. The extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chargers getting set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
On play action, Rivers. Man open left side, it's Williams. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. Given 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. They had to get it away from their end zone somewhat, but still a long way to go.
Had to start somewhere. That's probably the best outcome possible.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 83 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The Chargers on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. And oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. Allen, the intended receiver.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation. Tough to have that all snuffed out so quickly.
It really is. You're one of 12 teams when the playoffs begin that still has a chance to win the Super Bowl. So that's pretty darn good. And as you often talk about, a lot of hope when the playoffs start. Well, that ended for them. But when they look back, they'll have a lot to be proud of and see if they turn the page towards the next season.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
Oh, get that shot!